Thanks for staying with us. Heather Junqueda with BioScentDX is with us now, and she has a pretty interesting way of screening for cancer. She uses dogs. And you have him with us. Well, one of them with us.
I have one of them
today.
with us. This is Paul.
This is Paul. And how old is Paul?
He will be 2 on Christmas Eve.
Oh, and how do you start training him? How do you decide whether you can work with an animal? Because I know you're a breeder.
Yeah, so what we do is we chose beagles. They were our choice because they have more scent receptors than other types of dogs do. They joke, they say what a lab can smell in a minute, a beagle can smell in 5 seconds.
Wow.
And it's definitely true. They live by their noses, and that sometimes makes it difficult as far as having them as a regular pet because they get a hold of a scent and they'll be gone if they can follow that scent. Yeah. But we start out with beagles. We try to set up the best genetic scenario as possible, and then we start the training from there.
Okay, so what does BioScentDX do?
Okay, what we do, we are conducting a research study to see if dogs are able to positively identify cancer on saliva samples. So the way that study works is we are collecting samples from people who have just been diagnosed with cancer but have not yet started chemotherapy because that could possibly interfere with the quality of the sample. So we will take those samples and train the dogs to identify those samples. They get a reward when they identify them. And then after they're fully trained, we will add in control samples from healthy people and then from people with other diseases and types of cancer to see if the dogs are still able to positively identify just those samples with cancer.
Okay. So have you put this in place now, or is it still in the research?
It's still in the research phase.
Okay.
We are currently working with a few local hospitals and some in St. Petersburg, and we're collecting samples at cancer walks. And we have a website that if someone is able to donate a sample to us, if they're a newly diagnosed cancer patient and they'd like to help, they can go to our website and fill out a form and we'll mail them a sample packet.
Okay. And how long have you personally been involved with the research program?
With this research program, I've been working on it for about 3 years now.
Okay. And how many on your team do you
We have our team, it's actually a fairly small team. We have about 4 people on our team that we're working with at this phase.
Okay. And training and testing, I mean, how long does it take
to train
them?
Training is actually pretty quick. You can train a dog on a scent in about 6 weeks. The testing phase will take probably about another 6 weeks. The longest part of our research are collecting the samples, being able to get involved with the patients who are newly diagnosed and get them to give the samples. That's the longest part.
That's how people can help, though.
That's how people can help.
If they want to help further you along in your research, they can get a hold of you. Okay. So how do you see this research being used in the future?
Our hopes are, well, it's twofold. Depending on what the dogs are able to discover through the study, there's a couple different possibilities. If the dogs are able to, identify the cancer first and distinguish between different types of cancer, then we can move forward looking for biomarkers because we will know that what the dogs are smelling is something different for each type of cancer. So we could move forward in that direction and look for biomarkers.
Okay.
If we are not able to find the biomarkers and identify the biomarkers with the help of the dogs, then we'll look at the possibility of actually using the dogs as a pre-screening method for cancer.
Wonderful. How can our viewers go to find out more information and how to help you?
They can go to our website. It's www.bioscentdx.com. And they can get information there. My phone number is also there. They're welcome to give me a call, and I'd be happy to discuss it with them.
Well, this is fascinating, and I wish you the best of luck because obviously we can use all the help we can with this terrible disease.
Yes.
So thank you so much for being with us, Heather.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Giving Hunger the Blues is a little over a week away. We have another sneak peek at what you can expect when we come back with co-chair Eileen Heatherton. We'll be right back.